You've got times and seasons in your head. You call for light out of darkness. You don't need a man to be the God you are. But you have chosen to call me your own. You are God, you are God. From beginning to the end, there's no place for argument. You are God all by yourself. There's no place for argument. You are God all by yourself. By yourself. I want to welcome you back to Gracious at 50, a legacy of light. Yesterday we reflected on the power of memory, but today we move forward to the strength of struggles. The strength of struggles. Now, legacy is not built on comfort or in comfort. It is refined in the fire of challenges. In case you are going through a challenge now, I know that God wants to use that challenge to leave a legacy that will be a blessing to those coming behind you. The Bible says in Romans 5, verse 3 to 4, it says, "We glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance, character, and of course, character, hope. And a man that has hope has a future." And I want you to understand that you would have to work very hard never to lose your hope, never to lose hope. All right. So you may have to go through struggles in life. And when you go through them, do not despair in faith. Why struggle matters. Struggles are not signs of weaknesses. They are a training ground for strength in case you are going through one. Do not give up. Do not ever give up. All right. Joseph's betrayal and imprisonment prepared him to lead Egypt and save that nation. All of us know how Joseph suffered, so we can actually say, without the pit, Joseph would never have reached the palace. He had to go through the moments of struggle, even though he had a very beautiful dream and he was heading towards fulfilling his dream or getting his dreams fulfilled. But he had to go through the pit, and that path wasn't an easy one. So struggles will refine your identity, and struggles will prepare legacy. And I want you to just know that on the path of living a very good name, sometimes we go through very difficult moments. All right. I want to just share with you my little struggle. I used to be a very bad stammerer. I stuttered very badly. So while I was in secondary school, my mates would jeer at me. In fact, they laugh at me, they ridicule me. And that kind of produced some level of inferiority complex in me. I found it difficult to stand before people. I found it difficult to, I was just too shy or maybe ashamed to stand before people to even utter a word. I couldn't express myself so well in the class. And so my dad taught me to pick my words little by little, pick it, one by one, and see how I could build up confidence. And that actually helped me. And I believe God used my dad to build up that confidence in me. And today, if I speak, you will never know that I had stuttered. I used to be a very bad stammerer. Believe me when I say that. If I could utter a word, I would hit the ground. I would hit myself before a word could come out of me. And today, God has blessed me, and I could stand before any congregation in the world, anywhere in the world, to speak. And that struggle became my strength by the grace of God, and it taught me resilience, deepened my faith and shaped my legacy. And today I am grateful to God for where I am. The Bible says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weaknesses." That is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9. You need to know that. So I want to encourage you today, as Paul had this thorn in his flesh in the book of 2 Corinthians 12, showing that God's power is revealing his weaknesses. Paul was begging the Lord to take this thorn out of him, and the Lord just allowed it, and trying to prove to him that in our weaknesses, he will come with his power and strength to lift us. And I want to encourage you today that you should endure your cross, no matter how terrible or bad it may be. Jesus endured his cross, and today he has left a legacy that has become a word of salvation, that has become the gospel that we preach everywhere to bring people into the kingdom. Every legacy worth remembering is born out of struggles overcome. The struggles you overcome, okay? So every legacy worth remembering is usually born out of some struggles that you had been through. So I invite you today to share one struggle that became your strength, one struggle that became your strength, and you can post it with Legacy Begins, all right? Or Gracious at 50, hashtag legacy begins. Hashtag Gracious at 50, hashtag Pastor G at 50, or hashtag Dr. G at 50. And your testimony may be the encouragement that somebody else may need today. So I want to encourage that you actually do that. You can please subscribe to my YouTube page so that we can be a blessing together, reaching out to many people, okay? And thank you for joining me for this day 3, the strength of struggles. Remember, your struggles are not wasted. They are shaping your character and strengthening your legacy. So tomorrow, by the grace of God, we would celebrate day 4, and it is the victory of faith. Until then, I want to encourage that you keep persevering, keep shining, and keep building your legacy. You're blessed. Thank you so much. The Bible says, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. God bless you. Have you a lovely day. Bye.